Good morning. It is December 24th, Christmas Eve, and this will be the final book review that I do for 2009. It's been a very fruitful year in the ministry of Ignitus, and I've had very appreciative responses to these video book reviews, so thank you for that. Today I would like to close the year by doing a review of the book titled Why We Love the Church. It's by Kevin DeYoung and Ted Kluck. They're the two gentlemen that wrote the book Why We're Not Emergent, and some of the Christian leaders that have high affirmation for this title are Sam Storms, Mark Dever of 9 Marks Ministry, J.I. Packer from Regents College in Canada, and Al Mohler, president of Southern Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky. You will find this title encouraging if, in fact, you also love the church. There's a great section that I just read recently, and I'll share it with you on this video. This is on page 27, and they said, "The word on the street is that the American church is gasping its last breath." To cite one example, popular church consultant and conference speaker Reggie McNeil argues that while the situation in the North American church is not hopeless, things are worse than we think, and the problems are far gone than we imagined. Unless the church in North America makes big changes and fast, we are facing sure death. Even more strikingly, McNeil suggests that the new realities addressed in The Present Future represent tectonic shifts in the ethos of the spiritual quest of humanity. Doesn't get much more serious than that. So he goes on to cite some others. He cites David Olson's book, The American Church in Crisis. I highly encourage you to go to theamericanchurch.org. David's critique is accurate, but it's much more favorable. David is saying that if we renew and reform existing assemblies, if we engage in appropriate evangelism, and if we engage in church planting, the church in America will be fine. So he's not a naysayer. He's just a good, honest consultant, and I appreciate that. So I encourage you to get this title. I encourage you especially to love the church. The church is the bride of Christ, and he has not abandoned her. Therefore, the church in America will be just fine. I do agree that there are significant modifications that need to be made. Walter Price is the president of the state convention in California, Southern Baptist, and he equated what's going on in the church to the Titanic hitting the iceberg. And he said, as he had all the people stand and exposed the demographic, namely that Southern Baptists are a very rapidly aging demographic. In fact, Southern Baptists are the oldest demographic of all the evangelical assemblies in America. We need to make some dramatic changes. We need to make them quickly, but that does not equate to saying that the church is dead. She is alive. Christ is Lord. I pray a glorious, effective, and fruitful 2010 for you. God bless you as you read Why We Love the Church and as you minister accordingly. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless.